Hello and welcome to this new video. It's a pleasure for me to see you here. And what are we talking about today? Today I want to give you a short summary about the on-demand scan feature from the JFrog platform. And if you're interested in this, stay tuned. By the way, my name is Sven Ruppert. I'm developer advocate at JFrog, and as you can see, I'm here in the forest. So if you like this outdoor style, check out my YouTube channel. I have a bunch of videos there, and it would be really a pleasure for me to see you there as my new subscriber. So, but now, on-demand scanning. Why do we need on-demand scanning? Well, on-demand scanning is something that will prevent you to push unknown docker image into your infrastructure. So instead of taking an image, pushing it to your infrastructure, let's say CI scan, or let's say Xray on scanning on your repositories do, what you can do is you can scan all this stuff on your local machine. So you're creating this docker image, you're getting something or a jar or whatever, and then you're scanning it locally, so you're not pushing this one to your infrastructure, and then you will get the full vulnerability list, or you will get the list of malicious code packages and. So you will get all this security information without pushing this image into your infrastructure. That's the big point. Okay, what do you need to work with on-demand scanning? First of all, you need something like a free tier or an enterprise trial or an existing Artifactory Xray. If you want to start with a free tier, so what can you do? You're going to jfrog.com/start-free, or searching just for free tier or trial in JFrog, and then you're selecting the cloud. So sometimes you see it's on demand selected or whatever. Make sure that you're selecting the cloud. Then you're going through this menu where you have to bring in your credentials, so your email address, and you're selecting your password. Then you have to select at one point the server name. Make sure that the server name is a very short one, because this server name will be part of nearly every URL that's generated to work with this one. So after you're getting your confirmation email and the whole process is started, in a few minutes later you will have this free tier, and then you can start working with Artifactory and Xray and all this. But to do the scan locally, you need something as well. So as next, you need the CLI, the command line interface, and with this you're doing the scan work, or the functionality, to get the functionality exactly on your machine. So this means go to JFrog get CLI, I think is the URL, otherwise search at Google JFrog and CLI, and then you will get this one. And they will have binaries and installers for different operating systems, Linux, Windows, OS, the plain binaries, and so on and so on. There's a Docker version as well, so select what fits to your needs, and then just download it and follow the installation instructions. So you have now the CLI installed, and now it's time to connect both. So you have to use this command jfrog config add, but there's a context menu, so you can just use the command line help, and then you have to add this instance you want to connect through. So if you have different installations, a free tier, a company one, or whatever, you can add these configurations, and then with the command line JFrog and then use, you can switch between these configurations. So yeah, so then you have to connect through this Xray instance, and now you have locally the binary that's doing the work. You have the connection to your Xray. Now you're ready to go. So now we can start scanning binaries. Okay, how to scan a binary? This is easy, because now we have all the bits and pieces together. So you can scan a jar, you can scan Docker image. I would start with a Docker image. Or I'm explaining the Docker image thing. So you're going to Docker and saying Docker save image, so that you have this binary on your disk. Now you have this binary, this Docker image. Now you can go with JFrog as, and then the name of this binary, then you can start scanning this binary. It will take some time, depending on the size of this binary, and then you will get the information. So what's going on in the background? The CLI is going through the whole image and going through all bits and bytes, and deflating, for example, zip files and all this stuff, going through the whole archive, and then is analyzing what file is this, and this fingerprint is sent to Xray. Xray will identify with this fingerprint, okay, this is a binary we know, and then it can give you the registered vulnerabilities for this one. So it's more or less, okay, I found log4j, and this is version ABC, and now I know there is a vulnerability A, B, C, D inside. So in this information you will get, and the cool thing is that the result will be shown on command line, but at the same time it will be pushed to the on-demand scanning menu of your Artifactory and Xray instance. So you're scanning locally, you will get this result on command line, so you can work with this, but at the same time you can push this information to your Xray so that this scan is available for your colleagues, so you can share it. It's stored, so you're not losing this information, and you can start working inside the web UI with additional information about the vulnerabilities, for example. So you can go, oh, there's this vulnerability, what are the extended security features, what's the CVSS vector, and all this stuff. And depending if you have the free tier or the pro or enterprise, you will get additional information like contextual analysis, remediation, mitigation information, and so on and so on. This was a security short, this how to scan on demand. I hope you enjoyed it. There are many other features, and you will find a bunch of other how-tos on my YouTube channel, so feel free to look what I have there, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, please. Otherwise, have a good rest of your day, stay safe, and see you.